Previously on Rain Man.
Video has surfaced. This one appears to show the fraternity's 78-year-old house mother using that same racial slur back in 2013. Jerika Duncan is at the SAE fraternity house in Norman, Oklahoma. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning.
I like how it's a black newscaster out on location. Hey, look, guys, let's send our black lady out there so she can feel really uncomfortable.
That seems like a dick move.
So she can ask all the racist white people the hard-hitting questions.
Maybe we could actually even get a crowd going. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you mean a lynch mob, Tony? Just say it.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Tonight appears to feature Bhutan Gilbo, the 78-year-old SAE house mother known as Mom B.
That is a gangster name, though. I'm not going to lie.
MCBG. That's what she is.
She might be able to. She might. I mean, if we took this to the black community and they could vote, kind of like that Chappelle show, you know, we'll take her and we'll trade you him. Like, I mean, Bhutan Boudreaux, I mean, that's a gangster name. It pretty much
There
is.
you go.
They might want to, you know, induct her into their culture.
Maybe she might end up on The Voice.
Yeah, too bad we don't have a black guy in the studio. Ask him if he accepts her. I can buy paperback now. Now I'm screwed. Now, even if I really like the series, I bought 1 and 2 digital. I'm not going to buy 3 and 4 in paper, like in actual print.
Right.
The physical,
You're already hooked.
Well, it's not that I'm hooked. It's just I'm weird like that, obsessive compulsive, and like I have to have everything match. So now
It doesn't
I have
fit
to
now.
Exactly.
Now you're going to buy.
I'll do that with book series too on iBooks.
yeah.
I can't have one Game of Thrones paperback and one digital.
I have a paperback and a hardback of the Game of Thrones, and I just get mad whenever I see it.
It's like similar to my mom years ago bought me Lord of the Rings for a gift, and she bought me the 4:3. It wasn't the widescreen, and I'm like, it wasn't even widescreen either because they did the widescreen in non HD, and I'm like, oh thanks mom, and like I walk away and I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this. It's cropped. It's cropped. I didn't even get to see the whole picture.
I love how that's like the thing that ends
It's
your
cropped.
world.
You can't even see Frodo's full arm in a scene. Who wants to watch that? Who invented the crop factor? That's what I want to know. Who did that? Because
They did that to fit into TVs, didn't
it's
they?
fucking bullshit. Just give us the black lines on the top and let's watch the widescreen. They did it because TVs were so small, I know.
Exactly.
But I still, even in the 90s, they offered the widescreen. I always never bought the cropped because I knew, I looked ahead of time. Is this how smart I am? I looked ahead of time. Someday we're going to have big enough TVs, but little did I know that we're not going to be still watching VHS.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
Hello. Welcome to the Rain Man Show. Thursday evening. For your pleasure. Listening for your pleasure. Ribbed audio for your pleasure. You knew that was coming next.
I knew it.
I could see that smirk start to form.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it.
Man. Welcome, everybody. We have a pretty big show lined up for today. I don't know if you will be able to stay the entire show today.
Not sure. We'll find out.
You have family coming into town or dinner?
Yeah, the family screwing things up as they do.
Fucking family, dude. Don't you wish to just all die? Oh,
well, I don't know about that far. Jesus.
Do you ever feel like Kevin from Home Alone? You'd be like, I wish you would all just go away.
Yeah, look how well that turned out.
Jump up and down in the bed and eat all the ice cream you want.
Go into a diabetic coma and shock, fall down the stairs, die. That's the real version of that story.
Dig through the pile of old Playboy magazines of your older brothers.
Be horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pornography back in the day is not good. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's scary.
It's confusing.
It is. It was for many reasons. A, we were younger. We probably didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, oh, is that what boobs look like? And then 2, it's weird what the styles.
Yeah.
The styles, what women look like, have so changed drastically. And you're like, and what you once thought was attractive isn't that attractive anymore. Have you noticed that?
It's weird how that all changes. The biggest thing, I mean, this is getting from personal experiences. When you're young and you get into a Playboy magazine, if it was like an older one, you know, there was a lot of pubic hair, and as a kid, you're like, that explains nothing now.
Right.
Because it's just mystery.
Right, yeah. Anyway, so brace yourself for a bunch of April Fool's jokes. I mean, April Fool's things. I'm
That's
hoping
tomorrow, isn't it?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, or yesterday if you're listening to the show on Thursday. But you know, April Fool's is just something that, you know, kind of. I think as a society we've gotten immature. I mean, when you have major multi-billion-dollar companies playing April Fool's jokes that are believable, will they actually release press statements? Like last year, it was a fiasco. Do you remember?
Yep.
It was a fiasco, and you'd have all these press releases being released by companies. And then if you didn't know, because not everybody is glued to the news, so you might get this news and think, oh shit, the Tim Cook just, you know, killed his wife and ran away with the babysitter. Oh, April Fools. But you might not know that because they'll let you believe it all day long. There was a lot of movie April Fools last year.
I remember one of them.
Which one was it?
The Anchorman 2 serious cut or whatever was like, we can turn it into a drama, and it was on Yahoo.
And they were trying to make it like, did they sell it?
There was
like,
a trailer.
Really?
There was a trailer and everything, a recut, and they said that like this whole article about it, and I just remember because it was April Fool's, but I mean, it's like you said, some people don't even get that The Onion is satire. Yeah, that's every day.
A lot of 70-year-old politicians, dude, like the conservatives, they always fall for that shit, man.
I know, dude,
what did you feel like a complete schmuck? Like, whatever happened to checking your sources before you post shit on Facebook? Do you know I do that now? Like before I bitch about it's kind of stupid. You got to check your sources before you post to Facebook, but you kind of do because you end up looking like a jackass.
Because you have your entire group of peers that will call you out in an instant because Facebook just breeds that new age troll with a name, so they're not as bad as like YouTube comments, but they still are going to give you crap instantly. Yeah.
Well, this lady the other day, I started laughing at me, stupid bitch. She like posted, "Oh my god, I can't believe Dennis Hopper died." And I'm like, and she posts this article, and I'm like, bitch, he died like 5 years ago, and she's like, this is such sad news, and she didn't know. And everybody starts saying, listen, he died like 4 or 5 years ago, and then she tried to play it off. You can tell. Because she didn't comment for a long time. And she's like, oh, I knew that. I just think it's sad. I'm like, yeah, okay. Sure thing.
I blacked it out of my memory, and then I saw it again, and I got sad again.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Dennis Hopper is great, but he's not one of those people that you continue to fawn after he dies.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, summer's here, and I thought that soccer was going to be a good idea to put my kid into, and it wasn't. At all.
Because you're outside now, aren't
yes. Dude, first day.
There's got to be an indoor one you could find, right?
Yeah, okay. If you want to like spend,
if you want to be one of those
$500-$600 for a closed field.
And clearly, you feel like your kid's not worth that, right?
Oh, come on. I might do it, though. I might do it for me.
It's not about the kids. It's about you having to sit there.
Well, I started him in hockey, and I'm like, this is a great sport. It's cold in here all year round. It's beautiful. So when I decided to get him into soccer, I didn't even think about it. I was like, yeah, soccer. And then all of a sudden, I see the news. I'm getting ready for soccer on Saturday, and I see the news like, oh, hottest day of the year so far. And I'm like, oh, shit. And we're going to be in the sun for an hour and a half. It's I felt bad because I was almost like prodding him not to like soccer anymore. I was like, hey, do you like soccer? Like, do you like? Are you sure you like it? He's like, oh, I love it. It's great. I'm like, are you sure though? I mean, is it like hockey though? Because you really like hockey. Well, yeah, I like hockey, but I like this too. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like,
you wouldn't want to disappoint your father now, would you?
I felt such like a shit parent, dude. I was really trying to make him not like it.
And this is the start of where you start doing things, so guilting them so that they do what you want.
Oh man,
you start out. Tell me if I'm wrong. You start out with like, they're going to be the best person in the world. I'm going to make sure that everything they do is right. As time goes on, you're like, you know what? It's hot outside today. I'd rather not go.
Exactly. Well, my mom brought it up. So, are you sure you're doing all these things for him or for you? I mean, he's playing Star Wars on the piano, and I'm like, no, he likes Star Wars. I'm like, I'm not that parent. I would never force my kid to do it because I'm not going to live vicariously through my son. I mean, luckily, I don't have to, and not because I've had such a fantastic life, but I've never been one of those people who don't do what I want to do. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I will go for my dreams. Even if I fail, I will try and attempt it no matter what. So, and you see a lot of parents that never really tried, so they do push their kids into, they kind of live vicariously through them. Yeah, and I don't need to do that. Because I'm just that good.
Got it right the first time.
Oh, by the way, Kaylee will be in studio in a little bit. She's running a little late, but she, I couldn't tell if she didn't want to come in today, or she was like, she's doing one of those texts like, hey, I'm like, yeah. Hey.
You gotta love that.
I'm like, what's going on? Well, I like your text because your text gets straight to the point. I can tell you're busy when you're texting.
Yeah,
and
I don't
like
have time
that.
for crap.
Well, that's the kind of texting I do.
No, because my friend does that bullshit too. It's like, hey, dude.
What's up? I'm like, what?
Okay, I have nothing to add to this except what, and then that takes another 2 to 3 text messages for you finally to tell me that you need a bum $20.
Right.
You know?
Jesus. Oh, man. You have those type of friends.
Dude, yeah, I do.
That's bad, dude. And you're the one with a career, right? So they probably do it a lot, don't they?
With career, not the only one with a job, but the one with like the career,
right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I've been there when I was young.
Yeah.
To this day, all my friends from Tucson think I'm the shit. Like, because they all live in the same job. They do the same job that we did when we were 16 years old. So to me, to them, I'm like a hero to them. They talk about me like, oh, Michael does this and Michael does that. I'm like, it's not that great. Come on.
Have you been to Tucson? By comparison.
I live there. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyways, iHeartRadio Music Awards. I know that's not your thing, and it's not really my thing either, but I couldn't help seeing, holy shit, man.
Did you watch?
No, I went back and looked at clips. I mean, Rihanna, Beyonce, and Nicki Minaj used to look weird, and I used to make fun of her, but something happened in the last 2 years. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but she's kind of hot, right?
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
I've always thought she was kind of... I mean, sometimes the outfits or...
I think her style was a little too out there when she first started. And she looked like Miss Potato Head was the joke. And she looked weird. But she kind of toned down the style.
That was intentional.
And like her and like Beyonce and Rihanna were all staying together. And I'm like, oh my God. That's like a fetish, dude.
Right?
I mean, Rihanna's absolutely phenomenally gorgeous.
I've always thought Rihanna's gorgeous.
And she's messed up and she's crazy.
Yeah, we can work past these issues.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, don't work past them. Please stay crazy. Please stay crazy.
That works. Yeah, that's better for you.
Right. Like we said in the Supernatural show, just cut off your finger for me. I'm good with that. Anyway, so Jamie Foxx was accused of that's kind of the real reason why I brought the iRadio thing, but Jamie Foxx was accused of transphobia after Bruce Jenner joke at iHeartRadio Awards. And I have to be honest, I'm not a Jamie Foxx fan per se, but this is pretty funny. And yes, he probably hired like a comic to write for him.
Probably. I've never seen him do comedy.
He's not a comic.
You never hear that he's this super funny guy. So I very much doubt he just penned this down himself.
Right.
You know? But I think, honestly, dude, I think that whole story should have ended after the word joke.
Right, exactly.
People don't remember what that word means.
No, they don't. And let me play the audio, and then we'll get back into that.
Groundbreaking performances here, too, tonight. We got Bruce Jenner will be here doing some musical performances. He's doing a his and her duet all by himself.
See, that's good.
There's
good.
People laughing.
Yeah, well, come on. We all know whether you know. Okay, first off, I will say it. Bruce Jenner's a wreck. Okay, I don't care. Yes,
who wouldn't be?
He is a complete wreck. We're all gonna make jokes about this. This is a train wreck waiting to happen. It sucks, but he's in a spotlight. He hasn't hidden it. He's been very open about what he's doing. Now, if he was in private and trying to keep it a secret, then I might understand, be a little more sensitive. But the guy's getting ready to go into, I think he's going to a talent show next year.
Isn't he doing a TV show about the whole thing?
He's doing a TV show about the whole thing, and I believe he's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
So he's...
As a woman.
So then she...
Game on.
He, whatever.
Game on.
If you're open to this much public knowledge about it, like you said, they're either a wreck because of the mental, body dysmorphia issue, and or who wouldn't be a wreck just from this much scrutiny and having lived a lie for so long that now you can be yourself truly? Like, that's going to mess with you.
And the fact that he's going public with this, and not just, hey, I'm going to be a woman now. He's obviously going after the fame of it as well. Obviously. He's going Dancing with Stars, and he's going to do an entire documentary about it. Chances are, he's opened himself up for jokes. Plain and simple, his own daughter is blasting him about how ludicrous this is. Not that they're, a voice of reason by any means, but they're hot.
Right.
That should count for something, right? So stupid. But anyway, so yes, Jamie Foxx is blasted because of air quotes here, transphobia comments. But this is what the problem is today with comics. You can no longer be funny without being accused of something. Like there was an interview I was listening to, not Bernie Mac, he's dead. The other guy, what's his name? The one with the hat, Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay,
he was on a radio program and he was talking about how it's almost like that you used to be able to go to a kind of like a dive club. And kind of bullshit, kind of work your magic on the mic because that's how you work through your jokes and make sure they're funny.
Try it in a smaller location.
And he says nowadays, as a comic, you can no longer do that because everyone comes in with phones. They record you. I'm like, oh my God, Cedric Entertainer dropped the N-word about 20 times, called a woman a cunt and a bitch. Oh shit. And he's all, what happened to the days of being able to work through this? I might have cut some of that out because that's why we do these little bullshit venues, is to work through so we can get to the big place and be ready and have all the terrible jokes cut out. He's like, you can't even do that no more because as soon as you say something, even if you're working through your routine, what happens is you get slammed as being, a bigot, a racist, a misogynist. And he says those days are over. I mean, it's gotten so bad to where even Chappelle, because he's back to doing, venues again, he doesn't allow people to, he actually says no cell phones, nothing, turn all of them off because he doesn't want people tweeting, oh shit, Chappelle just said this. Oh, Chappelle said this. So he says no phones, and if you walk in with a phone and he sees it on, he will stop his act in the middle of the routine and ask you to turn your phone off. And if you don't, he asks you to leave.
Good for him, dude.
Well, because he understands the landscape of the comic world and how you have to work through it. Can you imagine, dude, if you're a writer, okay? Yeah. Let's
if every single thing I ever wrote.
Let's say you're writing something and everyone reads your first draft.
No.
Not just your first draft, but your initial thought process, which is everyone knows is complete and utter garbage.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's complete crap. Sometimes it doesn't make sense at all. You come back to it the next day and you think you were in a fever dream because it doesn't make sense because you were writing at 2 a.m.
Right.
So, and that's the thing too. I don't get why people get so mad about what comedians say because they're frickin' comedians.
And then Perez Hilton tweets out, boo, boo, shame on you, iHeart Awards, for allowing Jamie Foxx to be transphobic on national television. Those Bruce Jenner jokes were wrong. What are you talking about, transphobic? It's called comedy. Comedy.
At no point did
Perez Hilton, look at you. That's comedy right there. You should understand a sense of humor more than anybody.
At no point was he saying anything mean about it either.
No, because they want to transphobic to any. You can attach the
phobia
phobic to anything now. Whenever someone doesn't like what you say, oh, you're so and so phobic. Oh, you're so and so phobic. Ah.
These people are comedy phobic. Then.
Yeah, exactly. What if Kaylee did that? Hello, Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee.
Hello. How's it going?
Hey, you like your new microphone?
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet, and you sound really good too.
Do I?
Yeah. Well, I had to fix it because in post, I had to go and fix your audio because you would cut in and out because you talk so quiet. So you basically made me go spend like $600 too.
It's all your fault.
I needed it, because Ryan uses it too. But for you especially, you kept cutting in and out, and now I have you on a limiter to preamp that will adjust to your voice.
Was that every single show though? Or
yes.
Was that just the last show?
The last 2 shows you've done you were talking really soft, specifically the last show because you were sick. Yeah.
Well, not sick, but recovering.
I mean, getting back to what we're saying, imagine if Kaylee attached, Asian phobic to every joke that I make in her way, in her direction, because I like to make jokes, about her Asian fetish. It's okay because her boyfriend's sitting on the couch today. How you doing, buddy? Hey, she gave me permission on the text message.
Oh, he's got his phone in his hand. He's going to tweet something.
Michael Flores is the dick. And people are like, who's that? I don't know who that is. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, transphobia, man.
You just need to calm down. Let jokes be jokes. Let's just laugh at the moment. Or if you don't think it's funny, don't think it's funny, and just move on.
Exactly.
God's sakes.
Let me pull up some audio here. In more important news, we have the whole Indiana law, which we're going to get into. We got to talk about it.
Right.
I hate to get too serious, but we will talk about it. But on more important news, even more so than the Indiana law supposedly is allowing discrimination. Allowing discrimination. Even more important news: Zayn has left One Direction. And I got some reactions from the fans.
Damn it! This is a fucking joke. Please, you can't leave us. This is the half of heart. This is sick. I can't believe this.
Oh my god.
You would think someone died in their family.
Someone did die.
I did too, actually.
These people need to have something real and important in their life. I feel sorry for people like this, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I would be upset, when a celebrity like, Leonard Nimoy. I love Star Trek. When he died, I was like, oh.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, I was like, oh. But I'm not going to get on a video and start crying. What about Mrs. Doubtfire? Mrs. Doubtfire has died. Oh, my God. Peter Panning. Yeah, you're not going to do it.
Well, when you said he leaves One Direction, and I see their reaction, I'm like, did he leave because he's dead? Like, that's the legitimate...
I was hoping.
Right?
I was hoping he passed on. These are all people doing stupid things.
What the?
Shut up, Mom!
Can we tweet this to them? How could you do this to us? How could you do this?
How could you do this to us, Mike?
Oh, man.
Never has there been anything so hard to wake up to.
What about a dick next to you? I think that's what you need. She says there's never been anything hard to wake up to. Well, obviously not. Maybe if you had a dick to wake up to, you wouldn't be crying over a fucking musician that you never met. Get a penis in you, you'll be better.
Get a penis.
Oh my God.
I think a good dicking is what all these girls need.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Even the 14-year-old ones. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Well, by a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old.
Because that's better.
Why not? If there is consensual sex between a 14 and a 15-year-old, it's okay. I'm not saying anything about statutory rape. Simmer down. Simmer down.
I love how you have to justify.
Don't be rape phobic, Kaylee.
I will never be
What? What are you saying?
I don't know.
Hey, dude, if you want headphones, you can listen on. You can use those if you want to sit in that chair, so you can hear what's going on. So you have to be completely bored. If you want, you don't have to.
Fuck! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Is that a dude?
No!
It's from The Office.
Oh, that was...
Yeah. What does that say about your life, though, when this is a thing that just, like, this is the hardest news to ever wake up to? You had to be old enough to experience, well, maybe not. Crap. I was going to say 9/11. That was a pretty rough morning at school.
Was?
But then I realized that that's been like 15 years almost, and I felt really old all of a sudden.
Yeah. That was on my birthday, too, actually.
That was a terrible birthday.
9/11. Was.
Good Lord.
Yeah, this is funny. So, I mean, apparently Zayn, let me get the hard-hitting news here. Zayn, is that how you say his name, Zayn? Is he the good?
Would not
Which
know.
one's the good-looking ones, Kaylee? Do you know One Direction at all? I know you do.
I don't.
What about your sister? Is she a One Direction fan?
No, she's into like K-pop and J-rock.
What's K-pop?
Korean pop music, Japanese rock music. I don't know. Don't even. I don't. It's not. I don't know.
I think your mom was eating too much Asian food when she was like. I think that was her craving. I mean, come on. Do you think she just wants to be like you? Do you think she just wants to be like Kaylee?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
No, I don't think so. I think she actually kind of started developing it first before I did.
Developing it like it's a thing.
Worked on it.
It is.
Honed
It is.
that
It is.
craft.
You know how schizophrenia doesn't fully form until you're like 18, 19 years old. So sometimes you don't know if you're what's it called when not schizophrenic? What's the other one?
Bipolar?
But you don't know sometimes if you're bipolar until your teens.
Right.
Like that's how you know. Like with Kaylee and her sister. Well, it's just her Asian fetish didn't really quite form until 16, 17. Mine didn't really form until like 22, 23. I was a late bloomer. So anyway, Zayn, I guess he was caught. He was caught cheating supposedly. With another girl.
Shocker.
Yeah. I mean, come on, dude. You're a kid. Who would? It's not even. Why are you even dating?
Who settles down at what 20?
Yeah.
21?
Especially if you're in One Direction. Why are you date? Stick your penis in all directions, not just one direction. Like, what are you doing? Well, why are you in a relationship? But supposedly, this was his quitting. The reason why he quit was so that he can
find himself?
Work on his relationship with his girlfriend.
Oh, dude, you need different priorities.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm sorry, I'm going to sound very superficial here.
To be a dick, frankly, you're in a band. This whole career is huge right now, and you're going to take time off of that and leave that.
No, it wasn't. He quit. Like, he quit, so it's not even time. Time off I might get. But he quit an international sensation band, which, listen, I'm not a fan of them necessarily, but listen, you're making millions of dollars. The chance of this coming your way again is slim, and you're quitting over a 20-year-old girl relationship that you've been in for maybe less than a year, even if it's a year and a half. Who gives a shit, dude? You have your whole entire life in front of you, and when she cheats on you or you guys get tired of each other in 2 years because you're young, guess what's going to happen? You're going to punch yourself in the face every single day that you quit this band where you could have made millions and millions more. That's stupid.
It's Hollywood, too. No relationship lasts in Hollywood. It doesn't matter what you're doing, who you are. But the only reason I could see him quitting, because who cares, really, is because when and if they come back together for that reunion tour, you can charge twice as much for tickets.
That's true.
So it might be part of that.
And, what if he ends up doing what if that was an excuse for him quitting, and maybe he wants to do a JT thing and end up, going solo. But listen, what Justin Timberlake has done is rare.
Yeah.
It's very rare for you to leave a boy band, become a sensation, and be actually a better artist on your own as a solo career. Because, dude,
McCartney was the only other one.
NSYNC was a joke.
Yeah.
NSYNC was a joke. Justin Timberlake is not. Justin Timberlake is actually a pretty damn good musician and an actor. That's rare, though. That's extremely rare. I mean, think of all the boy bands that have come and gone. Kaylee, can you Google boy bands and tell me how many have come and gone? I mean, the one I grew up with was Menudo. Remember Menudo? Is that just a Mexican thing?
That's probably
That's
you.
Ricky Martin, dude. Ricky Martin started
Ricky Martin, I know that.
Yeah, he was the only person from Menudo that became famous.
Right.
Okay, and then he became gay shortly after. Like, he become gay.
I know, right? Like, that takes place later in his life.
He was
a late bloomer.
He was a late bloomer as well. Hold on.
I think Paul McCartney's the only other one that I can think of right off the bat who started out in a group and did really well later.
And even the other guy that I like better, John Lennon.
Who's Take That?
He wasn't. What's that?
Take That? Who's Take That?
I don't know. Is that a band?
It's on the list. It's like number 1.
Really?
I don't have any idea.
I need to get your computer hooked up to my board so you can
Robbie
play.
Williams.
Take That. Robbie Williams.
90s.
Oh, it's the 90s? I have no idea. This is before Thomas was born.
I was into Power Rangers at that time, so I have no idea.
And whacking
like
it.
Hanson and LFO.
At 6.
Oh, you were 6? Back for Good. That's the name of this song.
So it's an ironic song then?
Oh, okay. I do know this. This was on Slow Jam sometimes on Sunday nights when I was a kid. Be like listening to on. You guys have no idea what Slow Jams
I have no idea
either.
What the hell you're talking about?
I posted it the other day on Facebook. Whatever happened to Sunday night Slow Jams? But people are like, dude, you were old.
Was that on like 92.3 or whatever?
It was on
back in the day?
any channel that was ghetto that the Mexican kids listened to and the black kids listened to. That's because they played like all those classic. Remember those Mexican songs? Do you remember those songs?
No.
Oh God, I am old. Hold on, now I got to pull that up.
Brian's not here. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, Brian's ghetto too, even though he likes to pretend he's not. Let's see.
He's just poor.
Let's see if this is it. I don't know. Oh, come on. You never heard this song? And please make me not feel ghetto and old.
I don't know. I haven't.
All at
I
once.
can't tell yet. No, I got nothing. This might as well be from...
Really?
Dude.
I got nothing. Nothing.
Might as well be from the 40s for all I know.
Well, it's from the 60s, I believe, but like all
Not
the
helping
Mexican,
that case.
Dude, like even all the Mexican gangster movies, they all have these music too, and this music in their soundtracks.
Yeah,
it's just a Mexican thing, I guess.
Apparently,
I got to get some Mexicans in the studio.
You need some old Mexicans in here.
Yeah. Okay, Kaylee, so you got that list?
Ew.
What list? Give me all the songs. See if anybody remembers these but me.
Let's start with the Beach Boys.
Okay, Beach Boys.
Oh,
Were
Beach
they a
Boys.
boy band though? Like really?
Their
Well,
boys
they're
is
all-
in the title.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Beach homos.
Jackson 5. Boys to
Jackson
Men.
5.
Jackson
I remember
5.
them.
Now Jackson 5, I can get behind.
Yeah.
I can get
Yeah.
behind them. They're a good band. Not gonna lie, they're fun too.
They were beat to be good. It took a lot of hard knocks.
You better be fucking good, Michael. Better make daddy some money. I'm gonna go in your room 3 extra times tonight. That's what happened, poor guy.
Oh God.
I got Boyz II Men.
Remember them? Didn't really listen.
Boyz II Men was good. I remember them.
You don't remember Boyz II Men?
I know of
What
them.
about Jodeci? Were they considered a boy band?
Who?
Jodeci? Oh, Jesus. Never mind.
There we go.
Dude, Michael's a pimp even back then. He's wearing like a purple hat, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like the queen, with her hats. That's a gangster hat.
You know
dude.
that Google search skyrocketed after Guardians, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What a career. What a career that kid had, man.
Dude, never stopped.
Never stopped and died like a chump, dude. Really did, man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Compared
know.
to all the ways that could have ended.
Yeah. You heard about his son hanging out with Bieber? Like him and Bieber, Prince Michael? That's a gangster name, too. I'm jealous of that name, Prince Michael.
Prince Michael?
Yeah, that's a sweet name. Prince Michael and Bieber are hanging out, buddies, doing studio performances, recording songs and...
Get out of that while you can.
Well, dude, Prince Michael better, but I said this on a show a few months ago, Prince Michael, if he's recording music, he better be fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean...
You'd have to be.
Yeah, you cannot come out with subpar work and be Michael Jackson's son.
No.
Yeah, go do drugs,
If you're going to suck at music, be a completely different career.
Yeah, get depressed if you have to, like Michael. Bleach your skin. Do what you got to do to be him.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man will be right back.
The district has already cut $91 million from the budget in the past 2 years. Now with this additional $44 million in proposed cuts, parents may have to start buying more school supplies for their kids. Million in proposed cuts, million in proposed cuts, cuts.
Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff.
The Rain Man Show. Calling it like we see it. 49% geek and 1% douche.
Hello, Rain Man Digital listeners. The new Rain Man Digital app is now available in the Google Play Store. You can now take the entire Rain Man Digital network on the go anywhere you want to go on your Android-based device. Whether you want to listen to Supernatural The Crossroads, The Rain Man Show, Critique Revolve, Weird West Radio, or Star Wars From the Back to Tank, it doesn't matter. You can take all those shows now on any Android device. So go to the Google Play Store and search Rain Man Digital and download the free app today. The app will also be available very soon for iPhones. So keep checking in.
Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Blow it up, that's how we ball out. Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Blow it up, that's how we fall out. Strip clubs and dollar bills. Still got more money. Patron shots, gonna get a refill. Still got more money. Strippers gone up and down that pole.
All right, we're back. Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital. You can find all of our shows, past and present, rainmanwashere.com, as well as Stitcher and iTunes to search Rain Man. And don't forget to leave us reviews so that we can climb. The more reviews, the more eyes that see our shows on the feeds, and the more the show grows and helps us out. Also, I'm getting ready to announce our big thing really soon to the world. I have some people who are annoyed. So I'm like, listen, it's called dick teasing. That's what I do best. Just a tip. All right, so now it's funny because Kaylee,
What?
you still don't know who Thomas is, right?
Apparently.
Oh.
Well, you've always been kind of a dummy on social media a little bit. You're kind of like, ha ha ha, ha. Like, what am I doing? And she sends me a text message to ask me, was it yours or was it Brian?
I asked for Brian's because I was going to say whatever about the quinoa because I could have sworn that it was Brian that told me how to say it.
God damn it.
So then I posted up on Twitter
Module
saying...
is huge night. Huge night. Oh my God, that was funny.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
So you didn't know his name, and then you didn't know his name again on Twitter, and then she tries to tweet you like whatever, like saying hi.
No, I knew Brian's name,
but she
I didn't know his Twitter name.
She gives credit to Brian,
right?
After I told her who's who,
right? God damn it!
I thought it would be funnier that way. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, okay,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure he did. So anyways, let's get to some serious topics here real fast. Got some audio. Pence vows to fix religious freedom. How do you say his name? It's Mike Pence, right? Is that how you say it? Is that his first name?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Governor Mike Pence, governor of what was that stupid state? Indiana. There we go. Pence vows to fix religious freedom law to ensure no license to discriminate. People are just going off the rails with this, man. And from both sides, left, right, the middle, they're all just pissed off. They don't really even know the facts of what this law really entails. So that I don't sound like a complete idiot, I went and read about 45 minutes to an hour yesterday about 7 different articles on what exactly this law entails.
Okay, so what?
Number one, just be smart and don't enact this law.
This is America.
It creates more problems than it's even. It's not even. This law is not necessary, honestly.
Mike Pence facing a firestorm of criticism over his state's religious freedom law.
Critics say the law lets businesses discriminate against same-sex couples and gays, and now some places are even banning travel to Indiana.
That's right. Here to respond to the critics in a Fox and Friends exclusive interview is Governor Mike Pence. Governor, we thank you for being with us today. Certainly in the bullseye right now of a storm of attack, calling this law discriminatory. Is it?
It's not. I signed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act last week because I support religious liberty. This is a law that mirrors what President Clinton signed into law in 1993 and is the law either by statute or court decisions in some 30 states around America. And really, the Religious Freedom Restoration Act is simply a framework for courts to balance the various interests of citizens in a way that respects our nation's strong and long-standing commitment to the importance of religious liberty.
And there's some Republicans in the legislature there in Indiana, and you have also said that if we need to tweak this law or clarify this law, that you would do so. How specifically would you clarify and adjust the law?
Well, let me say first and foremost.
Okay, number one, that you can go. Let's say this law does not allow people to discriminate. So let's say so and so wants to go buy a cake. Okay,
I want to go buy a cake.
Let's say they want to go buy a cake. A gay person wants to go, or transgender wants to go into a store and buy a cake. They cannot be refused service. They have to be given cake and whatever else they want to buy. They have to. If you go to get your car fixed, your car has to be fixed. Where the law now changes and allows what people are calling discrimination is, let's say the same cake shop doesn't just sell cakes, but they also offer a service where they go to your religious, let's say they offer wedding cakes. And part of the job is to go to the wedding and set up the cake and be involved in the ceremony. Religious people basically want the right to say, listen, I'll sell you a cake, but I don't want to be forced to go and take part in your ceremony, in your marriage ceremony. So that's what the law does. The law allows businesses to say, okay, well, I don't feel comfortable being involved this much into your ceremony. Can they refuse service? No. If you go in and buy something, you sell it to them. You cannot discriminate. It allows the company to say, I don't want to be involved to this point because of religious rights. Number one, no one's going to understand that. No one's going to get it.
No.
Do I agree with it? No. I also don't think it's needed because first off,
don't have the service.
Right.
Don't offer that as an option to people then if you're afraid of that happening.
Well, let's look at even a bigger picture than this. Number one, let's break down these religious nut jobs, okay?
Okay.
Number one, if you want to follow the Bible so much to where you want to not be involved in a gay marriage, you're also not allowed to make the house of the Lord a cave of robbers, okay? Let's quote the Bible. You are not allowed to mix business with religion. So if you were to listen to that rule in the Bible, then that means that you're separating your business from your religious beliefs, right? Isn't that what that would mean? So if you were to go in this and look at it as, well, you know what? I run a business. Okay, it's not called Jesus Christ, wedding cakes. If it was called Jesus Christ wedding cakes, then I would understand them saying, well, our name of our business is Jesus Christ wedding cakes, and it's affiliated with a church. then I might understand this business saying, I don't feel comfortable because our religion, we don't condone this. Not that I am a bigot. I don't like this. But you know what? It's not that I don't agree with it. It's just my religion dictates that we don't support it. So I can't do that. I would understand because they have that right. Okay, they do. Just like the gay people and the black people and the Mexican people and all of them have their rights. The religion, we forgot that the religious nut jobs also have their rights. Okay, so they do have a right. However, but if your business says Joanne's cupcakes or Joanne's wedding cakes, there is no religious tie-in any longer to that business. That's a business. You shouldn't be, in my opinion, you should not be allowed to say, that's going too far. That's going too far. I mean, does that make sense? And Janet Brewer, our governor, is a stupid, biatch.
Melting candle.
However, candle.
Look at her, dude.
I know. She looks like the emperor guy, It looked like she went up against Mace Windu and lost.
Yeah, no kidding.
Janet Brewer, our governor here, last year had the opportunity to pass a similar law. And one of the few things she did that was right, she didn't pass the law. And her reasoning was not because she didn't support it, was because this law will create more problems than it will help.
Yeah.
And it was actually a smart decision. I was like, holy shit, Janet, you finally did something in office that actually made sense. And it does. And this is what this Mike Pence has done, is he's creating this circus act and using religion as its main act.
And calling it a perception problem.
Right, exactly. And that's why I don't agree with this law. It's just, there's no need for it, dude. You are creating discrimination by trying to, put this, by basically carrying out this law and parading it around as religious freedom or religious rights, religious freedom. My family's religious. You know what my family does? You know what my family would do? They would separate business from their beliefs. They respect and love everybody. And nut jobs like this make religious people who actually follow the Bible look bad.
Aren't they called cults then at that point?
That's if they have
I just think they're narrow-minded people. There's narrow-minded individuals that say, well, the Bible says this, and
the Bible also says you can't wear clothing of mixed fibers.
The Bible also says you can't have tattoos. The Bible also says you can't have premarital sex. Guess what? I bet you're fucking, before marriage. So, and that's why I don't believe, that's why if you had a person that actually followed every fucking item in this Bible, like an Amish organization, okay?
You'd still be Amish.
Then, you know what I would agree? Then I'm like, the Amish people, I respect that they don't support gay marriage. You know why? Because those fucking people live exactly the way the Bible tells you to live.
Shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, no buttons. All simple. They have no buttons, no circles.
Buttons are how the devil gets in.
Yeah. One unfastened at a time. So yeah, this Mike Pence guy's a joke. Like it's
dumb.
And there's also rumors that he's running for president. He wants to run for president, and he's trying to get in front of it. And I don't think he expected this type of backlash, but he also wanted the right, because most of our country thinks like this guy. People don't realize it, that most of our country thinks like this guy because the media is predominantly left, and talk radio and much of our country is pretty much right. Far right, if that makes sense. And a lot of our media is controlled by the left. So what do people mostly see? Television, movies. So we tend to think that most people think this way, and they really don't. Right. They really don't. So this guy is willing to take a whipping from the left and gain a massive support from the right and from the religious, the belt, the Bible belt, and he may have a chance at being president. And I think that's what this is all about. This isn't, and that's another thing that makes me sick. This isn't even about his beliefs. This is 100% sheer political. Percent.
I don't get why bother with this when, like you said, it's just going to make more problems. Either, like you said, be a business and sell cakes and services, or just sell cakes.
But I don't want to sell a cake.
If somebody's if somebody's going to be like, hey, I'll sell you this cake, but I don't want to do your other thing, you can either A, find someone else, or like I just
first off, how do they even know they're gay? Like, do they do a questionnaire? Do you perform anal sex with a man? Do you go down on a woman if you're a woman? Like, do you have a survey? It's just stupid.
I understand that as a white heterosexual male of the middle class.
A hetero. You said that very uppity.
Hetero. I don't know. Apparently it's not. And also pretentious. I realize I don't have the greatest grasp of all these issues, but at the same time, if somebody's like, hey, asshole, get out of here, I'm not selling you this, I'd be like, all right, you're an asshole too, and I'll move on to another store.
Yeah.
Hetero.
I just don't see why people just don't find places that'll help you.
Right.
There's enough assholes in this world. You're going to run into these problems no matter who you are.
Yeah, well, it gets another thing. So each side wants to push their own agenda on them. Well, I don't support gays.
Either way.
Well, I do, and I'm going to push it in your face. I support, I'm a transgender, and I'm going to make you accept it. Oh, I believe in God. I'll make you accept it. I just came
here for a goddamn cake.
Exactly. Do your thing. You do your thing, and we all just...
If I could bake it, I would do it myself.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can. All right, so the German Wings Flight 985-25 co-pilot suicidal at one time. Prosecutor says, we need to get this in hand. We gotta do something fast about these airliners that just going down constantly, and especially this one. I think something like this. I was reading an article that just appalled me, dude. Like, this is why I hate news. It's depressing, but imagine doing this job. There's actually people right now scouring the mountainside where the plane went
Crash
down,
was.
and all they're doing is gathering miscellaneous body parts. That's their job.
Worst part of CSI.
Their job is to gather miscellaneous body parts. And I guess at one point, as of yesterday, I was reading this article where the group of people doing this job found over 600 separate pieces of body parts. And I'm just like, that's not a normal job. You're not a normal person. Like, that should be on. You remember that documentary, Worst Jobs in the World, or that television show? And
Dirty Jobs?
Dirty Jobs. They had like plumbers on there.
That was never an episode.
This needs to be an episode. Well, what do you do? Well, I pick up dead body parts from crashed airplanes. Like, I feel sorry for that guy. Like, part of their job at the end of the day is talking to a shrink, probably.
It'd have to be.
Yeah, you can't. That's not normal. You're not a normal person if you do that job.
That is horrifying.
And if you were, you're not going to be shortly after. So, so anyways, news has leaked that this guy had psychological problems. I got some audio here.
In a cockpit 7 years ago, as German investigators confirmed severe mental health problems in his past, revealing Lubitz was suicidal.
Should this guy be, is it just me, or if this guy had serious mental issues in 2009?
Should he still be flying?
Yeah, he was suicidal, and it was on record. Should he be allowed to be piloting unless he had, he went to a shrink, right? Okay. So before he got his piloting license, don't you think due diligence would be to check and do a thorough background of this guy? And if suicidal came up in the fucking records, you wouldn't give him his license?
Yeah, but hiring a new person's a bitch.
So stupid. And then I'm not saying he's banned for life, because that's not fair. A lot of people think the same thing about military vets. Some of them shouldn't be doing this because of war, and I don't agree with that. But I think they should be, because of the psychological issues, there should be some check-ins. And this guy shouldn't be maybe banned forever from right, but there should have been a check-in. 6 years ago, this guy was suicidal. He became a pilot. They should be doing a what's it called when you a health check, or what's it check when you're worried about someone, when you think they might have died in their house. What's it called? There's a name for that.
Oh, I don't know the exact name, but you check on them.
A courtesy check, whatever it's called, to make sure that they're okay.
You would think you would at least wait till he's of sound mind and body to continue his job.
Yeah, I not that it brings family members back, but if this was me, someone would be held accountable that this guy was even a pilot.
Yeah. I still can't imagine walking through the mountainside and finding body parts.
Hey, look, there's a wing.
If you were already there, like on vacation, and then there's like a severed head off into the side of the...
Well, there's...
the side of the road, is that what you're going to say?
Trail, road. I don't know France very well.
There's... the chances of them even getting all the body parts is pretty slim.
Yeah.
So, you could be hiking, what the hell is that?
Oh, God, it's an eyeball.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible, man. Audio.
Of a psychotherapist because of what is documented as being suicidal.
The prosecutor...
Suicidal? Is that like a motorcycle for psychos?
2 degrees worse.
Prosecutor's office says there's no evidence to suggest Lubitz was suicidal or acting aggressively in the days...
There's no evidence. You see that guy's picture? They find the craziest pictures for people, man. This guy has to have a more normal picture, because they always go with the crazy ones for news. He's all wild-eyed looking.
Yeah.
Before he put Flight 9525 on a deadly collision course with the French Alps. But Lubitz clearly had medical problems. A European government official tells CNN a doctor declared Lubitz was unfit to work on the day of the crash, in part because...
Oh, there's a lawsuit.
What the hell?
You imagine if you're the family members, you'd be like, really? You guys knew all this? Because when you're in this situation, you're probably already looking for answers. Like, why could this happen? How could this happen? And this would just add fuel to the fire.
He complained of vision problems that were diagnosed.
No, good. Yeah, vision problems. You're a fucking pilot? Jesus.
As being psychosomatic.
Yeah, listen, man, we got to take some precautions with these pilots. I mean, you guys are basically handling a giant size weapon.
And other lives?
And lives of people. Like, this makes me not want to take airplanes anymore. It really does.
I don't know. Driving's really sucks.
I'd rather drive. Control everything. I'm a control freak. I'm in control.
You almost killed us in a drive before.
I was in control.
You were looking for your damn chapstick.
My lips hurt.
We don't have any documentation that says that regarding his sight that this is caused by an organic illness.
An organic illness. Can someone Google that? Is that? I think he's just.
You mean illness?
I think he's making. Yeah. Is that what he said?
What's an artificial illness?
Yeah. I think he's just making shit up. I think he's trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about.
Organic illness.
Organic illness.
Organic.
An artificial illness is like a computer virus. He's half Borg. He's not going to be working today.
Well, at least we know it wasn't the Terminator computers taking over him. Maybe that's what he meant.
Investigators are poring over evidence.
What is it? Cyberdyne? Is that what it is? What's the name of the...
Cyberdyne.
I don't know.
Cyberdyne Industries Skynet.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Including material seized.
You have to say the whole thing to make sure.
I did, yeah.
That's like saying your social security number, guys. Dude, every time. Can you get your last 4 digits, please? I'm like, 3391.
With the alphabet, dude. I'm like, ABC.
I do pretty good with that one. I can jump in pretty... Actually, can I?
What's after J?
K. Elemental P. I got to do that too.
You still can't stop.
From Lubitz's home.
It's almost a form of like hypnosis, man. You think about it.
It's
like,
brainwashing.
Yeah.
It's like say your alphabet and you're like in the same exact tone that you did when you were in first grade.
Yep.
Doesn't change for anybody.
Well, you know how hard it is to say the alphabet without saying it like the alphabet? Kaylee, try A, B. Try to say count. Say the alphabet for me real fast.
A, B, C, D, F, G.
Talk louder though.
A, B, C. Just kidding. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I do it because I want to pause and you're supposed to pause.
There you go.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
No.
Yeah,
J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S.
Pause.
C, U, V.
See, everybody's got to do it.
Exactly.
Thomas, try it.
I can't, dude. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I still feel like I'm inflecting on.
He's just like A.
Some
B,
get higher,
C,
you know.
D, E.
Unless you go robot, you can't do it.
That's the best form of brainwashing this country's ever done, I think. Learn your alphabets.
So far, they haven't found any notes or conversations where he shared his motives or confessed to plans to bring down the plane. Tonight, authorities aren't disputing a disturbing new timeline of the crash, though they won't confirm the details either. The German newspaper Bild publishing what it says is a summary of the audio on Flight 9525's cockpit voice recorder. According to the report, the captain, Patrick Sonnenheimer, told Lubitz soon after takeoff at 10 a.m. that he hadn't gone to the bathroom.
Sounds like a member of the Rammstein band. Why can't we have cool names? Mexicans have terrible last names. Like, I want a cool last name, man. Like, Germans and fucking, like, Italians, they have some cool names. Mexicans just are... Juan Ortega? This sucks. You sound like a salsa.
Barcelona. Lubitz replies, "Go anytime." Around 10:27, the plane reaches cruising altitude. The captain asks Lubitz to prepare for landing, and after the check, Lubitz repeats, "You can go now." Then the captain is heard getting up and saying, "You can take over." The cockpit door is locked. Lubitz is alone, and he reprograms the autopilot to take the jet straight toward the Alps. At 10:32, air traffic control tries to contact the plane after detecting the aircraft's descent. There's no answer. An alarm goes off inside the cockpit, warning sink rate. Then a loud bang on the door. The captain screams, "For God's sake, open the door." Passengers.
Imagine,
That's
man.
terrifying.
Can you imagine not having any type of control? Like
you're just on the shuttle waiting for it to end.
You know your life's done at that point.
Must be the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, well, there was reports. I didn't even want to listen to the audio, but they have the audio of some. They haven't released. I think one got leaked, and they don't want to release them yet because they found people's cell phones and people were videoing.
Oh my god!
And I don't want to see that. I don't want.
No.
That's too dark, dude. That's like way too dark.
Like the ISIS videos, I won't watch that stuff.
Yeah, the beheading
Messed
stuff.
up.
Yeah, I can't do that.
are also heard screaming. At 10:35, metallic noises as though someone is trying to knock the door down. Another alarm goes off, warning terrain, pull up. This time the captain yells, open the damn door. At 10:38, the sound of Lubitz breathing. 2 minutes later, the scrape of the plane's right wings on a mountaintop, then more passenger screams. The report says those are the last sounds on the recording as the jet goes down and is obliterated.
God damn.
Yeah, that's fucking dark, man. And this guy, I guess, told his girlfriend last year, an ex-girlfriend, that he wants to do something that to make himself be remembered, like a year ago, and she broke up with him because she said that he was crazy, that she thought he was just odd, that he would snap at her and get angry for no reason, and then he always told her that he wanted that someday he's going to do something that people would remember him by, and she just thought he was going to like try to do something like famous, you know? Like,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do something to be remembered by, dude? Why don't you have a talent and like become a movie director?
That's a lot harder.
You know, do something with yourself and not kill people. Guy.
God damn, dude.
Tonight here in Germany, Wolf, investigators are horrified that the transcript of the cockpit recording was leaked because the families...
I think that if I was a family member that had family that died on this, I wouldn't even want to know.
No.
I just couldn't deal with it. Like, I said, to burn the phone. I don't want to see it.
Nope.
Or I'd have someone check it for me. Like, maybe there's a last-minute message to me. Then then I would want to see it, possibly, but I would not want to see it for a long time. Because that's just, God, dude. Not being... Especially if it was a kid of yours or something. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, we're going to go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to get into news with Kaylee, and then that'll be the show. Later.
This is Star Wars from the Butter Tank exclusive.
And like that, but again, like, you know, I think with Lucas handing everything off to Disney, as much as, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, they're gonna fuck up the universe, they're gonna do this, they're gonna retcon everything, it's all legends now. I just don't know how to live with my life anymore. Yeah, well, too bad. You know, suck a tauntaun dick or something.
Wow. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
God.
Damn it.
They taste even worse. It's like curdled milk.
Tauntaun cottage cheese. Straight from the tap.
Do you remember a time where you could get cottage cheese from a tauntaun without having to sleep inside of it? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm always remembers, just like the Empire remembers.
And over to FromTheBackTheTank.com for more details. And get ready for an excitingly good time. Also, if you've missed our last show, you can also find us on your Stitcher app. Search Back to Tank. Add us to your favorites. Thank you, and we will see you very soon. You're listening to the all-new Rain Man 001 on Rain Man Digital.
All right, we're back. Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital. You never hear this type of music, do you, Thomas? Unless you're here on the show.
I really don't.
Like, what the fuck is this?
What kind of music do you listen to?
Everything else.
Everything else.
I actually listen to everything. Like I do have my I do have my good music I listen to, but then this is fun.
I listen to a lot of rock soundtracks.
Tell me, Thomas, this doesn't make you want to just kind of move your head like this a little bit?
Not really.
Really? You're so white, dude. You are white. You are white.
I'm so white.
Oh. Plus, Miley Cyrus is kind of hot in this video.
She's in this video.
Oh, she's pretty. That's her.
Oh, okay, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She went off the deep end.
I'm not into her at all, like when it comes to looks, but she's pretty steamy in this video.
Oh, I can hear her now.
Yeah. She loves black guys, man. I kind of like it. I like it. When a white chick loves a black guy, I'm like, oh, good. I like that kind of. I don't know why. I don't know, because I'm not black.
Exactly.
I'm like, shit, I'll paint my penis black and I'll pretend. Will that get me in, Miley? Is that my cost of admission?
Yeah.
Must have a darker shade penis. I'll do it.
The things you do, man.
Oh, man. This is on my iPod. Black guys are so great. I love them.
That's what she said.
Oh, that's true. All right, so we have this a little bit of. I've had this topic on our notes for a while. I never had a chance to get to it, but you, Thomas, actually reviewed 50 Shades of Grey. You went to the screening for the network, and you did a review of it on Critique Revolve with Brian.
Yes, I did.
And one of the things that you highlighted in the review was that there's some points in this movie where if this guy wasn't good looking, if he was like an ugly individual, like, dude, this guy is creepy.
Mysteries.
Yeah, this guy is creepy, and he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
And they put together this list. This I thought was pretty funny. This article, actually, Maggie found this article, and it was, can you tell if these quotes belong in 50 Shades of Grey or a murder trial?
A serial killer. Quotes by Christian Grey or a serial killer?
Oh, is it? Or a serial killer?
Okay,
yeah.
that's
All right,
not
so
creepy.
let's pull up that up. Kaylee, you'll read us these.
Yeah. Are you gonna guess then? Actually, after I read the quote, are you guys gonna guess?
Let us guess.
If it's Christian
how's
Grey?
it set up? Does it give you the answer? Because I don't want to look at.
No, it doesn't give you the answer unless you
end.
select it. Yeah.
Okay, so we all have to agree on it before we move on.
Yeah. So everybody agree on it.
I think it gives you
and
the
then
answer
I'll
at the
select
end,
it. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go for it.
All right, number 1. If you struggle, I'll tie your feet too. If you struggle, I'll tie your feet too.
Huh.
No,
Is it Christian Grey?
That sounds. I don't know.
I would say something like that. So I have to say it. I'm not a serial killer. 50 Shades, I'll say.
That's what I say too.
All right, we'll go with that.
Oh, you guys saw the movie though. Do you guys remember?
I didn't see the whole
dialogue's
thing.
atrocious, and I don't remember it anyway.
I walked down the middle, so.
Did you know who was supposed to be cast in that movie first?
Who?
Khaleesi.
Who?
Khaleesi.
Yeah, I heard she might have
from
been
Game
that.
of Thrones, but she obviously, she's too good for nude scenes now. And sex.
Yeah. Once you become famous, right?
Yeah. I actually maybe not like her. That she said that she's like too good now to do.
That was my thing, is that she felt like she was better than it. So just admit that you're like, yeah, I did that because that's what it required, but now that I don't have to, I won't.
And then she
just
acts
say that.
like, and then and the way she says it,
yeah,
kind of like makes it out to be like other actors that do it are wrong,
are
like
lower than her now.
Yeah, and I'm like, you did it, and you got famous off of a show. You weren't just a little naked. You were full frontal nudity. And now you're too good. I'll never do nudity again.
I think that's the thing, is just like her, I'm too good. Everyone
Maybe she
else
was
is
embarrassed
lower
by
than.
the way she looked. Maybe she's like, ugh.
Who
she
isn't?
saw herself.
Who isn't?
That's true. I walk around in the dark. Naked.
Even when you're alone?
All right, here we go.
All right, so is that...
Go ahead. What's the next one?
Well, I got to tell you who it is first, right?
Was that him or a serial killer?
Because it actually tells you after you finally select. So it is Christian Grey.
Is it?
It is. Christian Grey says, if you struggle, I'll tie your feet too.
Okay, that's 1 point for us.
All right, number 2.
Who's keeping score over here?
This guy.
Okay.
Dexter.
Okay, what's the next one?
Chan Dynasty. Number 2, the desire to inflict pain. That is all that is uppermost.
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 That's poorly written enough to be from that book. Or badly worded enough to be a serial killer's thought.
It might be serial killer.
I'm going to go ahead and say, can you state that sentence one more time for me, please?
Yes.
One more time, on record.
The desire to inflict pain, that is all that is uppermost.
One more, a little sexier. So stupid.
I don't know how to read this. The desire to inflict pain, that is all that is uppermost.
Okay, that's definitely...
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
All right, and the answer is correct.
Oh, shit.
Really? Who was it? Did it say who it was?
Serial killer.
I know, but
say
who?
which
Did it say
one?
what, serial killer?
Oh, sorry, yeah. This quote is by Albert Fish, number 1. Well, it's Christian.
That,
Which one's that?
Oh, that guy's miserable. Maggie did a... remember when we did...
I remember that. Yeah, that was a cool show.
She's thinking of bringing it back, actually.
That was fun.
The serial killer show, he's disgusting. He's the one who ate boys. and he would write letters
Dahmer did
about
that
how
too,
he would kill little boys, like 3-year-old, 5-year-olds, and he would write in diaries about how great their buttocks taste, and that's his favorite part. Oh my god, I had to take my headphones off because I was running the board. It was her and another host. I took my headphones off. Like I can't listen to this.
Well, you have a little boy too, but that's
disturbing
disgusting.
shit. Yeah. There's some dude. This is what makes me afraid to be a parent today. Like with the fucking psychotic people out there. All right. What's the next one?
Number 3. I am a monster.
I think he says that.
I am a monster.
And
I am a monster.
I'm gonna go with Christian because I think he says that.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Thomas.
I think I'm gonna go with serial killer, but
okay.
All right. It is not Christian Grey.
Really?
It is David Berkowitz.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know that one either.
The name is familiar, but
Berkowitz.
All right. What's the next one?
Next one, number 4. I may have to torture it out of you.
That's pretty steamy sounding.
I may have to torture it out of you.
That's got to be 50 Shades. I'm going to torture it out of you.
I may have to torture it.
What's the context of that? I wonder. Do you remember hearing that in the movie at all?
I don't.
I want to.
It was all a blur of just like bad.
Bad, yeah.
I will torture the fear maybe out of you. Maybe that's what it means. I would love to know the context of that.
I'll go with Christian.
I may have to torture it out of you.
You know what? That's definitely. I think that's 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. Yes. Final answer. 50 Shades.
Okay.
50 Shades.
It is 50 Shades.
Is it?
Okay.
Good job.
All right. I'm a regular, smart guy.
Fan. Christian Grey fan.
All right. So what else?
Number 5. I haven't blocked out the past. I wouldn't trade the person I am or what I've done or the people I've known for anything.
No, that's boring.
It's serial killer.
That's just because it's too boring.
Too generic.
Yeah. That's serial
and there's
killer.
a lot of
Serial
people
killer.
in that.
Who is it?
Serial killer. It was Ted Bundy.
There you
What
go.
a boring individual. Boring individual.
We need like an error buzzer. What is it?
Yeah, let me get one. All right, what's the next one?
If you were mine, you wouldn't be able to sit down for a week.
Oh, I like that one.
If you were mine, you wouldn't be able to sit down for
Christian
a week.
Grey's not the only one who have said that.
Now he either has.
I don't think I agree with
Now,
you.
either a big dick or it was anal sex. So let's say I'm gonna have to say 50. There was anal sex in 50
Yeah,
Shades,
I see.
right?
I
Gotta
see.
go with
Yeah.
50 Shades.
Christian Grey for sure.
I'm gonna
And
have to-
it's correct.
50 Shades.
50 Shades.
All right.
Number 7.
How many of these are there? I'm really bored.
Well, we can go faster.
No, don't skip them. I'm just trying to make it.
There are 15.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Let's
and
keep
we're at
going.
7. Yeah. I want to hurt you.
Who doesn't?
Christian.
That's Christian Grey. Was
I
he an
think so.
angry man in that?
He's
was
just
he
like
kind
a boring man.
He's a
just
boring, angry, weird
If he
man.
didn't have the sex thing going for him, he would just be
billionaire thing.
any other billionaire you've seen on TV, just kind of like there.
All right. I'd say 50 Shades.
50 Shades?
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
All right, number 8. Take your worst nightmares and put my face to them.
Ooh, serial killer.
Serial killer.
I would say yeah.
Take your worst nightmares and put my face.
John Wayne Gacy.
I'd say oh, is it really?
No, I'm going to guess. I'm
Look
going to
at
guess
him
for
guessing,
the
too.
murderer, too.
I actually almost read it as take your worst nightmares and put them on my face.
That sounds steamy. I should have said that.
Maybe, yeah, right? It would have been Christian Grey, I'm sure.
So who is it then?
It's a serial killer, Tommy Lynn Sells.
You were way off, Thomas.
Way
You
off.
suck.
Guess you're not a serial killer. There we go.
Still got the serial killer right.
All right, well, what's the next one?
Next, number 9. I always had the desire to inflict pain on others and to have others inflict pain on me.
Oh, that's 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm going to go
That's
serial
gotta
killer.
be. Really?
Always had the desire to inflict pain on others and to have others inflict pain on me.
He's all dominant in that stuff. I don't think
He
I don't
doesn't want
see
pain on him?
I don't know
I don't
enough
think
about the
so,
story,
yeah.
but I'm going to
I
go
think
serial killer.
Okay. All right, well, let's go. You guys, serial killer. I'm 50 Shades.
All right. And it is serial killer. It is
Yeah.
Albert Fish.
Ugh. I was wrong.
Who's that one?
Albert, I have no idea who that is. Wow.
That's a miserable one.
Scared the crap out of me.
All right, well, let's do one more. One more. I'm going to shoot myself over here. Who said that one? Serial killer or 50 Shades? Next one.
Anybody in the theater of 50 Shades?
Who thought we funny they added that? Audiences in 50 Shades of Grey movie said this one.
Exactly.
I am going to hit you 6 times and you will count with me.
Yeah, it's got to be Christian.
It sounds pretty elementary, like
Sounds
how
pretty-
that was written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 50 Shades.
It is.
All right, good. All right, that's it. That's horrible. You know what? I wasn't going to talk about. I have Rain Man's Court, which we're going to wait for Tony. I have Arrow Flash spinoff.
What about that masturbation girl?
Look at
college?
you. That was the Rain Man Court.
Oh,
that's going to be. We need more people for that.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Let's just jump into news with Kaylee. Whenever you're ready, Kaylee. Do you think you're ready?
I have everything here. I think.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get your music.
Oh God.
Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first, ask questions last. Yeah. Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first, ask questions last. Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first, ask questions last. Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot.
I so hate you for that. So, the news for today, according to HuffingtonPost.com. Can you turn me off? Thanks.
You want me to turn you off? All right. Just look at me. That'll turn you off.
Accused bank robber says Virgin Mary told him to eat his feces, and he did in court. A California man, holy shit, it says. A California man accused of robbing a bank apparently decided he was done taking crap from prosecutors, so he decided to take matters into his own hands
He says
and
Jesus
eat
did it?
some of his own crap instead. Yeah. Virgin Mary. Mother Mary.
Virgin Mary. Mexicans and their Virgin Mary, man. They worship her more than they worship
Is this
Jesus.
picture of the guy?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like a relative of mine. Sadly.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like from a bad comedy.
Andrew Gilbertson.
So what else does the article say?
Well, he pleaded not guilty what is it?
He pleaded not guilty?
Not guilty by reason of insanity after allegedly robbing a bank.
Now, this guy's either really stupid or really smart, because what if he just got caught robbing the bank and then decided to, smear, what do you do, eat his poop, and then, I think that's pretty smart. What if he wasn't, what if he's not crazy?
So
we either do hard time in prison or go do an easy time in like a, in a white wall prison.
One, I've seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You don't escape that. Two, you can work out all day and read all the books you want. It sounds like a lot better than a shit sandwich. So,
well, dogs eat their own shit, and they have cleaner mouths than humans. So, think about that.
That's the reason why.
Think about that.
Well, I guess he disguised himself by wearing a hat and a pink child's backpack before slipping a note to bank tellers demanding cash.
Yeah, that doesn't make you stand out, you dumbass.
A pink child's backpack.
He's the man wearing the pink child's backpack. He's the only one in a 30-mile radius.
Easiest way to pinpoint anybody, even on black and white video surveillance tape. What a dumbass.
Well, despite the previously poor advice, Gilbertson said he listened to the Virgin Mary again Wednesday when she told him to eat his own feces while on the witness stand. So,
what does she sound like? I wonder what the Virgin Mary sounds like.
I don't know. Try it.
Does she sound sexy or? Pretend you're Virgin Mary and tell me to do something, Taylor. Let me see if it works. What would you say if I was him and you were Virgin Mary? Just let's read. And you're an actor, so and action.
I don't know. I can't.
And action. All right, what else do we have in the news?
Michael Flores.
I
want you to eat your poop.
Oh, God. Don't say that. Wait, say it again.
Eat your poop on the witness stand.
Okay, I got you isolated. That's good. That's going on to the next week's show. All right, what else do we have in the news?
Okay. GPS may have told man to drive off a bridge, according to police.
That seems legit.
In northwest Indiana. What's up with Indiana lately?
Fucking...
A driver may have been following GPS
they're
navigation.
Anti-God. They don't believe in God. Right. All these things are happening to them.
A driver was following GPS navigation when he drove off a ramp to demolish bridge in northwest Indiana that had been closed since 2009, killing his wife. The guy was 51. His last name is Hussein of Chicago.
He's guilty.
Yep.
Definitely guilty.
Or wait, maybe it was the woman. I don't know. Yeah, definitely guilty.
Either way, but both guilty.
Yep. I guess it's marked with numerous barricades, and he just drove right through it.
Is there proof with the GPS that the GPS actually told him to do that, or is he saying the GPS told him to do that? Because I'm wondering if he just wanted to take his wife out. He was tired of the bitch.
It sounds like it.
He wanted to end his life.
Read lower. It says, when it crashed, he exited the vehicle and ran, leaving his wife behind in the passenger seat just moments before the car became engulfed in flames.
He did a James
on purpose.
Dude, he did a James Bond, dude. He's like, he did the thing, put like the brick on the gas, and just like
dove out of the side. No, trust me, this is the turn. It's all barricaded.
Honey, what are you doing? Nothing. stay in the car. I'll be right back.
Good Lord.
Oh, my God, dude. I love people. God bless people. Giving me humor in my life. So wait, his wife died though?
Can you just imagine seeing that? This dude drives off the cliff and he just gets out of his car and sprints.
Does he tuck and roll, dude? Does he do like the roll? Does he do the roll correctly, I wonder?
Probably not.
Haley, is there a video of it? Oh, he was 64?
He's 64. He had finally had enough.
There's a picture of it, but I don't see a video.
Oh, man. What if he's a stunt coordinator, Kaylee?
Is that why he survived, maybe?
Well, you know what? These GPS things scare us because my mom, like, and I've finally stopped because I noticed this. Like, I would actually get lost. I know where the fuck I'm going, but because I have my GPS on, I'm following the GPS and I end up getting lost. Because I'm following GPS, even though I've been to this location hundreds of times. And yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm going to set my GPS when I go out of state. I'm like, and I end up getting myself lost because I'm following the fucking GPS. And it says, oh, turn left. And I'm waiting for it to tell me to turn left when I already knew what to turn left. And I end up missing it. And I think when you think about it, it's kind of scary that we rely on technology like this so much. It's kind of like the ant losing the line. You know how the whole joke is, oh shit, I lost the line. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I mean, this is how we are relying this much on technology where we don't even know what the fuck to do without GPS. Like, well, I mean, the guy went off let's say he's telling the truth. He went off a fucking bridge and then jettisoned out because he realized, oh shit, life's over. I mean, he realized at the last minute. Let's say he realized at the last minute he left his wife in the car and jetted out. Either way, let's believe him. Let's believe him for a second.
Darwinism.
Yeah.
Darwinism, dude. If you're not paying attention to the road enough,
you would deserve to die.
Hey, see that, blocked off barricaded bridge? They're telling me to turn right. Yeah. Fuck it. Just go for it. Yeah. If you're using the tool that much, you probably should have gone off the bridge.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I have no sympathy for that.
Well, it shows the stupidity of what the dumbing down of what has happened because of technology. I mean, my son freaked out when he found out I didn't have a cell phone, like when I was a kid. Like, because he has a cell phone.
That's all he's known.
He has a cell phone in his bag for emergencies. And he says, well, Dad, did you have phones? Did you have a cell phone when you were in school? I'm like, no. I was like, there was no such thing. And he's all like, what? I'm like, we had a home phone.
That's so weird.
I said, we had a home phone. That was it. He's like, what? You didn't have there was no such thing as mobile phone. He couldn't understand that there was no such thing as mobile phones.
His reality.
Yeah, he was completely shocked, dude. For like 10 minutes, he was like pondering it. Like there was no cell phones. Like that's weird.
I can't even understand how you couldn't understand that. That's how used to the
you know
old
what's going to happen in another 10 years, dude? People like the young generation is going to understand what it was like to not have internet.
No, there's some that don't.
95 is when internet got really big. 1995 is when it became like a household thing. Like almost everybody had Windows 95 and those horrible Hewlett-Packard computers everyone had. That's when internet got where everyone started having it in their homes. But before that, I was already I was 16 already in 95. So I was 16 years old, pretty much living my entire childhood without internet. And nowadays, you tell people not to have internet. Like, how do you even function? Think about it. How do we function without internet? We really can't. We rely on it that much.
Yeah.
That's why the new war, will
be against the machines.
Yeah, dude. What's going to happen? The big scare nowadays isn't nuclear weapons, because nuclear bomb. Let's say somebody manages to get a nuclear bomb in this country, you blow up a part of a city, but you do an EMP.
All countries down.
The entire country's down. Power and internet. Down. We're done. You turn off our power and our internet, we will die faster than a nuclear bomb can do to us.
Yeah.
So, all right. What else is in the news?
I'm going to skip around because how much time do we have left?
Well, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
You and I are good. I know you got to leave soon, right?
A little bit, yeah.
You do, right, Thomas?
No.
If you need to leave, you can leave, Thomas.
I got a couple more minutes.
Get out of here. We don't want you.
All right, fine.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
But I do want to talk about this, though.
Okay.
North Korea requires Kim Jong-un haircut.
Really?
Yes. North Korean men are now compelled to have their haircut resemble their leader, Kim Jong-un.
Seems pretty tyrannical. Seems kind of
just kill yourself.
Do you imagine living in a country where, let's say Obama did that? We all had to have like black guy haircuts, and like everybody have
buzzed.
Yeah, everybody get a perm and a buzz. Like,
oh my gosh, have you seen the haircut though?
Yeah, it's terrible. He looks like an idiot. He looks like, I don't want to say retard, but yeah. He looks like one of those poor handicapped kids in special ed, that have the retarded haircuts that are buzzed, and he got the nick because he did it himself. He said, my mama told me not to play with the razor, but I did, and this is what happened. That's what he looks like. He doesn't even look like he's normal.
He just looks like, you know what he looks like to me? He looks like that kid who always got what he wanted from his parents. He's like Cartman.
Yeah.
And then when something didn't go his way, he just goes and cries to whatever authority figure there was.
Morris Curry and Cartman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
My dad said if I don't get my way, I can blow up South Korea and also America.
Exactly.
So everybody better do haircuts like me, because if you don't do haircuts like me, all of you are gonna die. All of you are gonna die.
If you're bald, are you put to death?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. I could get into that, though.
And if you're bald, like, I want to see how they write these bylaws, dude, in their country. I'm like, yeah, what happens if you are bald?
They take the time to write. He just says, hey.
Mr. Un, what happens if you have no hair?
Well, people are actually asking, where can I get one of those haircuts in some of the comments below?
Local supercuts, maybe. They
And
have
I guess-
the Kim Jong. You order like the little kids cut, the 12. Let me have the boys cut. Or the grown man cut. Like you have the Kim Jong the Kim Jong Un cut. $10 plus $5 tip. That's cheap. I could see them doing that in the hood. The next barbershop movie should be about that. The next barbershop movie should not take place in the hood. It should take place in Korea.
North Korea.
Oh, no, but they might threaten to bomb us, though, at that
the
point.
whole movie is just I know. The whole movie is just a bunch of Korean guys going into the barbershop getting Kim Jong Un haircuts.
Ugh.
That'd be kind of funny. I think I found a new parody bit to do on the show.
Well, I guess last year the men actually only had a choice of 10 hairstyles they could do.
Jesus Christ! You imagine if you have a bigger deck than Kim Jong Un. That'd kill people.
No one ever find out.
Mandatory penis size measuring for every man in Korea. And if your dick happens to be like even a centimeter, even if your foreskin hangs slightly longer than his, guess what? You're fucked. You're dead. You imagine living in a country? I feel sorry for those people, man. North Korea is a powerhouse of a country, and yet their people are completely without nothing. Nothing. They have nothing.
It's a completely different world. It might as well be an alien planet, dude. Yeah. With a different reality of which
that's how you maintain control, man. I mean, have you guys seen that video where when his father died?
No.
The reaction of the people?
No.
Oh God, let me pull it up. Hold on.
All right, well, while you do that, I guess nobody really knows the reason, but there is a tip for people that need to get this haircut and maintain it. Yes, a tip.
Probably somebody said his haircut looked gay once, and now he's like, all right, well, now everyone has to wear it.
No, it's literally like advice on how to keep it maintained.
Okay.
And it's trimming your hair every 15 days.
Okay, after Kim Jong-il died, this is video that was captured. No joke. This is the entire nation, dude.
Okay.
When he announced that he was dying, this is them crying that he died. Dude, this is sheer mind control that they've done to these people. You imagine this is what they've done to these people. These people don't know any better, dude, because they're cut off from the internet. They're cut off
from the rest of the world.
They're cut off from the entire world, that they have no idea that this is fucked up, that they're crying. Dude, there's literally thousands of this video here. Thousands of people are lined up, and the news is just capturing all these people crying in a giant group of and they're going from one group to the next.
That is insane.
I wonder which. Okay, we should play a game. Are they crying over Kim Jong-il or Zayn for leaving One Direction? All right, what else do we have in the news?
Former Playboy model's implants burst after she lands on her chest during botched pole dancing routine.
Ugh. I don't know if I'd laugh or go try to feel what they feel like popped out. They still feel like boobs. Like, what do you do when that happens? Did she rush to the hospital or go and read the article?
Well, top heavy pole dancer from South America, breast enlargement operation, and ended up in the hospital.
She's from South America?
From South America. Ended up in a hospital after she fell off the pole and burst one of her implants.
Dumbass.
And there's pictures.
I'm sexy. Oops.
Oh my gosh.
Good Lord.
You gotta look at the pictures.
Hot?
Well, she's laying down on her bed, and she looks like she's posing, all sexy, like pretending to be sleeping. You guys looking at this? You have to
I see it.
Well, we'll read the article. Tell me the whole thing.
All right. Venezuelan model Diosa Canales, 28, ended up losing her grip while performing and landed on her chest, which cushioned her fall.
Whoops.
Saved a couple ribs, right?
Yeah, but the impact also burst one of her implants, causing her to be rushed to the hospital.
Oh.
See, why is this a story?
Guys, it's
like,
stupid.
Like, I just see that as like built-in airbag, the safety deploy measure.
She was protected from that.
It saved her.
Yeah.
Well, after being taken to the hospital following the accident, she sent an instrument message to followers saying, "My loves, yesterday I was operated on in
my loves.
I was operated on in an emergency," is what she says. Oh my gosh.
Perfect example of how people, their self-importance.
Oh my god.
Like, hello, my loves. I just popped a boob and now I'm on my way to the hospital.
Hello, my loves.
I will update you shortly on Instagram. Hashtag boob pop out.
While I was practicing my pole dancing, I had a fall.
Even though she's from South America, not Britain, yet we sound like British people right now. We're kind of British people.
And what does she say? How do you say this word? Tell me how to say this word.
Where?
Prosthesis?
Yeah.
Prosthesis?
Yeah,
that's right.
What is this? Like Learn to Read with Thomas Cowley? Come on.
Prosthesis, yes.
Prosthesis. I want to tell everyone not to worry about me, though. I'll be fine.
Oh, thank you. I really didn't worry.
No one's ever cared.
I really didn't worry.
Whoa. I have pictures of her dancing.
We'll post these on Facebook.
Those are important.
Is she hot, though? Because I don't want to Google that.
If you keep scrolling down, she looks better
She
with like
has
the sunglasses.
huge hips and a tiny waist.
She has
Big
huge
boobs.
hips, though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you against
Like
that,
huge.
Kaylee? You're like, ugh.
No.
Ugh. Ugh.
I don't
She has
I'm
huge
not
hips.
really into Kim
Ugh.
Kardashian's whole thing going on, but I like Beyonce, or not Beyonce. Who's it? J-Lo.
J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Is that Jennifer Lopez? Yeah. I thought you meant J-Law for a minute. I hate
J-Law.
Jennifer Lawrence is miserable. That's her name. J-Law.
You don't like her?
Ugh. She's ugly, dude. She looks like an alien.
No.
She looks like the master gave me clothes from Harry Potter.
Dobby.
She looks
Dobby?
like that guy. That's what she looks like. Oh, the master gave me clothes.
Give me a
The
sock.
Kardashians look
Gifted
like
me
that.
with a sock.
Dude,
The Kardashians look like a separate race.
Say what you want about Kim Kardashian. She's fucking hot,
No.
dude. She is ridiculous.
She looks like a Barbie doll that came to life and was
Dang.
half melted and then thrown in the freezer to
No, that's
reverse
when
it.
she. Don't get me wrong. I hate her, but I think you can't look at her and be like she's ugly, dude. She's
Oh no,
pretty
I don't.
hot.
I like J-Lo's butt way better.
I
than
don't
Kim
know.
Kardashian.
I'm into Rihanna. I like Rihanna.
Rihanna. No, I'll
As
agree
we
with you
said.
on that one.
Rihanna's good.
Rihanna's crazy, and she lets guys punch her.
Dude, I knew your violence against women.
Oh my god!
Even Western
I'm
X.
like, she's beautiful. You're like, she'll let me punch her.
She's hot. She knows how to take one to the eye. She's a trooper. All right, that's it for today's show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. So we won't be back next week.
We won't?
I will be out of town.
When were you going to tell me this?
Now.
I'll be out of town
To
closing
obvious.
some deals.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I'll be at. So hopefully I'll be back the following week with some
With
good
great news? That would be awesome.
Official news. So thank you, everybody. We'll be back in a couple weeks later.